NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. I'm your host, Coach Uncle Milt. It's the 53, right? 53. I gotta write that down when I come on. 53 episodes. We got producer Joe. We also got Ralph Draper, Championship Road. And we here. It's a light night tonight. We're getting ready for the Empire State games this week. And, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We also want to talk a little bit about the state. I want y'all to chime in and call us in. And we kind of got a slogan we want to put at you and maybe see that's work. We're going to talk about that a little bit. There's a story out in Georgia about some coaches training and, a basketball play out there. We want to bring it to the folks, like how far do training go? Because we training kids to play these sports seasons and things, and how far it go? Do we take accountable on heat exhaustion? Do we take accountable on the other one is concussions and things like that? Are we keeping the kids safe as we working them out? And we training them. So we want to chime in on that a little bit, a little later on in the show. Maybe we have somebody call in. Our phone lines is going to be open in a minute, 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. So call us up. It's going to be a light night about the state, about the Empire tournament this week out in the first 2 days is in Hicksville, and then the championship. The last day, which is Sunday, is in Uniondale. Ralph is going to tell us more about it. He put out the schedule out there. I like him to say the schedule in a few minutes. I like him to say the schedule on the line, so those people that was calling me today, they can get the schedule, and things like that. I just came across a table of a discussion that we might have to do it in a different format, far as putting together a group of youth football minds, the players and the shakers of youth football in New York City and New York State. And figure out what the hell do we want? Do we want to come together and play competition sports, as far as youth football is concerned? Do we want that, or do we want to stay separate and we on our separate, well, we do this, and some of us go out of state, some of us do this, some of us thing. So we like to know what is the post out there, as far as in youth football in New York, period. I know we had love upstate. I know upstate shows love, and we got some love down here in the city too. But I don't understand what the post is. Is it okay? This part of the year we will be open to do certain things, as far as coming together, and then this part of the year we are worrying about our league play and things like that. And this part of the year we go out of state, and this part, and because we ran through the numbers, we know what the numbers is. Maybe me and Ralph was talking about that today, about the platform of teams coming here to play. That'd be great. If teams wanted to come from wherever, other than maybe Jersey or Connecticut or upstate. There's teams that want to pass. Delaware wants to come up here and play. How do we make that happen? How do we make us up here to play each other so we can see what we have in New York City. How do we make that happen? So it's something like a discussion I like to put together, a round table of people, just to see what the pulse is, that we can come together and talk about, what would have to be done to make that happen, because it's like we at the podcast show, and I speak for the people who's here. It doesn't matter to us because we get to cover it no matter what. We're gonna cover it. As far as a sports media company, football is more organized than basketball, because you have the factor with the street tournaments and the AAU tournaments, and then you have the stuff in the school. And since there was no school last year, so we are kind of behind on that. But the street tournaments is coming up, and we're going to be covering those things. And us as a sports show, we can move our needle anywhere. We like youth football, but if we partner up or we affiliated with certain people, it seems that it's like, oh, you with this person, so that's your man, or you with this person and that's this. No, we not like that. We want to work with everybody. We building this thing to work with everybody. So we don't get into that. As far as the podcast show is concerned, we don't get into that. We will. Our sports desk will be out this week at the Empire State. We're hoping that we get a couple of games for the upcoming the league play. Big Apple, UTL, Metro North or New York League. We hoping to get a couple of games that we can get in there with our sports desk and entertain the folks and everything. So we set up to do that. If it doesn't happen, we're gonna do something else in sports. We're gonna go somewhere else in sports. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop us. So we just want to know the pulse of far as I feel that it's youth football in New York State, city, county is organized. Is more organized than maybe we don't have youth. Some different parts of the city doesn't have youth baseball. In some city, track and whatever, and it's spread along here. Basketball is the biggest thing here, but it's just a lot of different ways and a lot of different people to cover it. There's no way we can cover everybody. It's so many people that does tournaments. It's so many schools, that middle school and charter school and all this other public school that does games, and it's like we looked at it. So we're trying to figure out how we can cover that right there, but we'll figure it out. But us at this point is what the future of what we're gonna do as a show. So with that said, what's up, Ralph?
We're good.
All right, so we will be at the Empire State starting Friday. Tell us the times of the games and things like that, Ralph.
All right, so the Empire State, we're going to start in the afternoon. Normally we're going to push it out during the day, but I know we're supposed to be having a lot of heat advisories this week. So we pushed everything back. The first game is going to start at 4:30.
Friday, and what field?
Friday at 4:30 at Keniak Park in Hicksville.
Keniak Park in Hicksville.
Keniak Park in Hicksville. That's what we're going to start it off at. Friday and Saturday is going to be at Keniak. Sunday is going to be at the stadium at Mitchell Sports Complex in Uniondale.
Yeah. Mitchell Sports Complex. Okay.
That's where we're going to do the championship at. Let these kids have a nice little championship atmosphere out there.
Mm-hmm.
So at 9, we're going to start it off with Asbury Park out of New Jersey. Is playing 9U BU at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other field, we're going to have 11 BU versus 11 Renegades.
11U division?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then another 9U game that's coming forward at 6 is going to be Hudson County Dolphins versus the Long Island Villains at 9U.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 12U, we got I get that. So we skip that now. I get the first of that. So 14U, we got Long Island Panthers versus Silk City.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got 14U New York Mercenaries. That's at 7:30. Long Island Panthers versus Silk City's at 7:30. New York Mercenaries and 4-1 Intruders are playing at 8:30. That's the last game of the night for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 4-1 Intruders 12U. 4-1 Intruders 12U is playing Silk City 12U.
Mm-hmm.
So Intruders are playing at 12U versus Silk City, and then 14U is playing the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the games we got on Friday.
So,
And then on Saturday, it would all depend on winners and losers and that whole deal and who plays who and stuff like that.
you got any new games Saturday?
I know a game on back that we got scheduled for Sunday already because we didn't have too many 8Us willing to pull up. But we had Queens Avengers always ready to get that work. They signed up and BU signed up at 8U, so they're just playing on Sunday on that.
Okay. Okay. At this moment, you don't have any Saturday games.
Not for 8U, no.
Or not? Okay.
8U's only playing on Sunday. So Saturday we have the Queens Avengers will be playing the winner from the game 1 versus who was that game? They're playing the winners out of Asbury Park and BU.
Okay.
And then you got Jamaica Bulldogs at 12U playing the winner from the Intruders in Silk City.
Okay. All right.
And then we got the Poughkeepsie Pioneers at 11U playing the winner out of BU and the Renegades.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right, and then we got, so that's
What? Somebody have a comment?
all right, yeah, so the other game would basically be determined on winners and losers on who's playing who.
Okay.
For Saturday, we're going to have total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, that's what
Sunday,
it is.
we down to championship day, so we have the championship at 8U, 9U, 10U, 11, 12, no 13, and 14
Okay.
on Sunday. So that's 7 games on Sunday at the stadium.
Yeah. No, we I was calling around the people that wanted to get, want to put some work in. There's some we got a lot of I'm not going to call it excuses. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say some was they wasn't ready. Some didn't have equipment. Some was their numbers. I'm familiar with that because certification, the league certification is coming up in maybe a week or 2 weeks from now, and some of them don't even have their numbers yet. And they got to get their numbers up. And then some is going. Some is going to scrimmages, and I don't know. I mean, a scrimmage is a practice, so some of them is just like we'd rather go to a scrimmage. I'm saying a full game. A full game is better work. You should know what you got. You would know what you got. You in a game time situation. Coaches rather be on the field with kids that should know what to do already. So if you're not coaching on the sideline, I don't know how much evaluation you're gonna do. You got to be on the sideline like it's a game time situation. Is referees is the whistle, it's the clock, in this game time situation. You should be ready for game time situations right now, and then there's some teams that that's go out of state, when you call them up. So what's up, man? What you know? Nah, we going to a scrimmage. You going to a scrimmage after you done played the? I don't understand, So we hear these what you call reasons why why you don't want to come get work. If you put aside what the promotion of the event, if you put aside what the promotion of the event, at the end of the day, it's no win, it's no loss, it's nothing. It's just seeing what you got. That's how I look at it. That's my point of view. Let me just see what I got. So I try to call around and use up some stuff that we provided to try to get teams and see. And I was just saying, do you need work? If you need work, let's go. So you never know what might happen when you do things like you come in. So because I'm assuming that the tournament was based on for out of state teams to come. So it seems like it's not a lot of out of state teams coming. And we had.
No, with that more so that people have to understand maybe on my end, when I'm doing this stuff in New York to bring out of state teams in, it's to cut the cost from New York parents having to keep on traveling for unnecessary reasons.
Yeah. So
that's literally it. Because any team can travel up and down the East Coast if they want to.
Yeah.
But at some point, as a parent myself who has done this national things, traveling and playing teams out of state, it does take a burden on your pockets after a while.
Yeah, of course.
With that, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
We try to give those parents those opportunities to still watch the kids play without traveling.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to check the pulse of it. It's not stopping far as me supporting it. Me supporting that campaign as best I can. It's not stopping me, but it's to check the pulse. Like, what do you guys want? The work is here. I don't get it. The work is here.
I think too, it's
I don't know.
Behind the scenes stuff. It's a lot of people that don't like basically what's being done. Some people don't want the unity in New York. Some people don't want the rankings in New York, and that's cool. No hard feelings. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Yeah. But at some point, when New York has to realize that, there will be no reason for New York, especially in the small area like the city of Long Island, for us to have same events going on at the same time. Me personally, myself, I would never do that, despite if whoever's having another event likes me or not. I'm not going to put something in competition with them just because. This platform that I'm trying to do is to give everybody the option to come together and play. Somebody else is doing something in New York, I have no problem sharing. Like this year we have two teams doing all-star games this weekend. I'm not in competition with the other guy doing all-star games. I want New York to come together regardless if you go to Florida with Malik or if you go to Atlanta with D1. It's about New York, regardless we could go coming together as one and traveling as one, everybody on the same page.
Yeah. Well, the thing I'm saying, I don't understand it. I mean, I'm looking at it at a different light. I don't understand what's the attraction for a team to go somewhere else and support that platform, and then you have something in New York that you don't support. I can't get it, and it's not like it's not like I'm complaining about it. What I'm saying to you is that we got gems here, and I said it last week. We got fields, we got with lights, we got hash marks and goal posters and stands and stuff, and we got good fans. So if you're not going to take advantage of it, I can understand you not going. And I said it on Facebook. It's like it bothers me to see someone complaining about it. And what are you complaining about? And then you go into a format. The phone lines is open. You can do the same thing. Call us up and say it here so we can debate about what your complaint is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand that. That right there. We're coming together to give the kids a game. So I'm saying, there's upstate teams, there's this teams, there's all of, and we bickering and complaining and avoiding. I don't understand it. Why? It should be New York for New York. It should be us coming together. I know there's some teams that feels they elite, they elite, and they're gonna pick and choose and strategically manipulate certain things so they can make them look better than other teams. But at the end of the day, you still gotta play the game. You still gotta play the game. So it bothers me to hear us grown folks talking about it, and the kids don't feel that way. The kids is gonna play regardless.
I'm sure these kids will love the opportunity to invite their teachers, invite their principals, and stuff like that to come see them play football. But they're not going to go out of state to do that.
Yeah, I don't understand. We got everything here.
And that's what we got to understand as a whole is that the more New York travels out of state to go play these teams, do all these scrimmages, we're not building up New York's work. These teams aren't going to want to come to us. And New York is willing to spend the money to keep going down to them. What reason do they have to come to New York?
That's a good question.
No reason at all. Why would they come to New York? If New York is willing, or they're willing to pay to come scrimmage us at our field down south and have your parents pay for hotels, or you pay for kids in hotels, and they're not coming out, why would they come?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I like to have an open format about it. Like we can discuss it like people that's in the same, have the same goals. If we love the game and we love the kids, why not? Why not embrace it?
And then when people got to look at the things that we do up north, we try to do like when we did King in New York, up in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Silk City helped me out. You know what, Silk City? Concessions is all yours. Knock yourself out. Don't give me nothing. Everything's yours.
Yeah, and it was happy.
Exactly, and that's what it's about.
It was happy.
We're bringing the teams to us, and organizations can that can be a fundraiser for the organization to help them do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, it's the same.
Make it easier on them.
It's the same thing that we planning to do for the state.
Exactly.
The teams
we're trying to do for the New York team.
The teams
got to be willing and open for.
Yeah, the teams that we invite to the state is going to be a financial. It's going to be a financial benefit for them, and we're working on to do it. And once we got our I's dotted and our T's crossed, we're going to let you know. It's going to be the things that we're trying to do. Like me and Ralph, we talk off the air. Me and Joe, we all talk, and they may think that they may say, "Oh, Milt, wow, you out there, wow, man, you think I've been working on this plan for about 3 to 4 years. I've been doing it all my life. And a lot of people don't know what I can do. I've been doing it all my life, So because I'm not known in the youth sports world, I'm trying to get known. I didn't start this venture. NYC Youth Sports Podcast to be in front of the mic. That was not my design to do it. My goal is to put stuff together to make it look profitable, and they bring funds in to do certain things. That's what I like to do. But I'm in front of the mic talking. So, I have to prepare myself to do this mentally and physically, and it takes a toll. Like far as me doing other things, but hey, I'm gonna work it out. I'm not here to complain about it. It just it makes it harder. And thank God I got Joe and Ralph coming aboard, and we can do certain things. So it's like it's like we're not here to take over anybody's. I'm speaking for what I'm doing, Joe and stuff. We're not here to take over. Or to go into what you're doing. We're here to work together. So we're here to say, okay, you doing that. Now I see this little thing that we can do to enhance it more. That's what I want to do. and that's what we're doing. We feel that with Ralph, because Ralph brings it here. Ralph brought the idea to us, and we feel like, well, we can help. This is what we can do to help Ralph achieve his goal, so Ralph is able to do what he do, and we do what I do, and be successful, and anybody else don't want to come on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, we have 6 major events that we could do every year, and I see that it's feasible. I see that the time, the place we put it and the time we put it won't affect anybody else in football. It won't affect anybody else in football because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. So if you're one of these guys that go, oh, they doing that, so we need to do that, I don't know what to tell you. If you one of those guys, I don't know what to tell you.
Just because, you got to look at it.
Yeah.
People are going to try that just because they want to be the one to say that they did it.
Yeah, but
and that's what it's turning into. That it doesn't even have to be that way.
Yeah,
the platform isn't a one-person platform.
No, it's not.
Just one person can do this stuff. You see all the moving parts that come through. Just by
yes.
The stuff we go through. You see the moving parts.
There's a lot of moving parts.
One-person thing.
You're right. There's a lot of moving parts.
It takes a crew to handle.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. They look at it like, oh, it's just a one person. Nah, everybody can come together. It's a table. It's a round table.
Yeah, it's like the discussion. Even us putting the state together, it's a lot of moving parts that we have to bring some people on. But this is the deal. Everybody can't put the name on the top of it. Everybody can't put their name on the top of it. This is why it's not Uncle Milt's podcast show. I don't want my name on the top. I'm no.
I could have just gone the event, the D1 name preseason classic.
You do certain things to make certain things happen. So if you feel that what Ralph is doing, even what we're doing here at the podcast, if you feel like, oh, this is something that needs to be done, you support us. We have supporters out there. I walk the street every day. When I come on the field, people call me up, Milt, we support what you're doing. I don't know why. It's because it's the same old people that feels they entitled. You entitled, and if you are entitled to do this, and if you are ordained to be successful, why you left room for us to do it?
Platform's been there forever.
Platform is here.
It's not like it's new. It's not like you people are new.
It's like it's room. It's room. I looked at it. I like. Ralph brought us to. Ralph brought the idea to us. I said, we're handling all the media part of it, like the announcements, bringing the sports desk out there and doing all the promotions and things. I like it. It's benefit for us. It's benefit for Ralph.
And that's how you work with business people, because at the end of the day, I'm not a media guy.
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Not what I do. Know nothing about it. So what makes my life easy is to find somebody that specializes in media and partner with them. Now I don't have to worry about media.
Yeah. You don't have to worry
about nothing. There's no in between none of that.
Nah.
I don't want to deal with it. Milk specializes in Milk. That's all you was working together.
And
I'm the media guy for everything that I do.
And I'm not trying to say NYC U Sport Podcast preseason. No, I'm not trying to. No, I'm not. Doesn't matter. I benefit regardless if my name on top. I benefit if I'm not in the forefront of doing it. I still benefit. You got to figure.
What you got to realize too is that the kids are missing out.
Yeah.
The kids are missing out. The kids aren't participating. I got like 2 kids that want to play in stuff, but they know their team isn't going to play in. So these kids are mad. These kids feel like, man, I want to play. But I can't control that. But it just sucks that egos are making me have to have this conversation with these kids
Yeah.
Like that. Like, I can't.
Yeah. You breaking up? Rob?
Control and complain.
Yeah.
I don't control.
You breaking up? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't control these teams, man. It's
Rob, listen. I don't want people to think, oh, we up here complaining and whining about. No, to me, I'm expecting to not fit. I'm expecting. No. Let me say this here, and I'm gotta go to commercial break. I'm expecting to succeed, but I'm prepared to fail. I'm gonna say it again. I'm expecting to succeed because I planned it. I planned it out to the key, and there's moving parts, and I adjust. But I'm prepared. If it's a failure, I'm strong enough and to say, okay, I dust myself off. What's next, yo? What's next? So don't think that we complaining about because they didn't get we didn't get the teams, the number of teams that we would like to get. We didn't hit the goal of the number of teams that we like to hit, but we still going to do the state, and it's going to be bigger than this one because we know we prepare ourselves for setbacks. And it happens. To be successful, you have to go through that. Let me go to the commercial, man. I'm going to go to the commercial. We're going to come back off the commercial, and we're going to talk a little more about it. Then we're going to get into this thing down in Georgia. All right, NYC Youth Sports. We'll be right back.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports, we're back. Like, you know, I was saying, what you were saying, Ralph, about the comment?
Yeah, somebody wrote on there, the enemy can't master your gift and your creativity, so they're jealous. Simple as that. You and your staff team, stay strong and continue to be blessed. Uncle Milton, love you.
All right. So the thing, thank you, man. Thank you for that comment, those kind words. But I just like to let people know our fortitude and our dedication of doing this. We expect to succeed, but we are prepared to fit for setbacks. So we had a good tournament in Syracuse, and this is going to be a good tournament this weekend. We're going to have fun the same way, and then it is what it is. The next thing is the state, and that's a couple of months from now, and that's going to be the biggest thing in New York State, because we are preparing. We're preparing it to be much better than previous stuff. So you learn from what didn't go right, you learn, and then you prepare. And it's going to be, just like I said, it's going to be profit sharing for the people we invite. And I'm going to say it again. We're going to invite 10 teams per age group. 8 of them is going to play. 2 of them is going to be alternates. So we're going to give you the invite personally, so you can't say you didn't answer the phone, you didn't do anything. We're going to give you the invite personally. In the invite, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know, and it's going to have a package in there for your organization to share some of the revenue we create. So it ain't gonna be, let's go and figure it out, how we gonna get the hotel, how we gonna get this. No, it's gonna, let's drive out there, because at the end of the tournament we got a check coming back. You know what I'm saying? Now that's it. It's gonna be that, and it's gonna be it's gonna be benefited for the people we invite. Now we're gonna give you time to say, yes, I'm going to accept your invite, or if you don't say nothing, if you don't say no, and if you don't let us know by the time limit, we are not chasing you. We're going to the 2 alternates. And if we 2 alternates, we got more that we're going to fill it in. We're going to have a party at the state, regardless if you're there or not. We're gonna have fun. That's gonna be our biggest. That's gonna be like our Super Bowl of the year. You know what I'm saying? The state championship. At the state games. That's the slogan I like. We see you at the state games. You're gonna be at the state games. Are you coming to the state games? That's it. Who's in the state? Who's going? Who's in the state that want to step up and say they're going to be the championship of New York State of youth football? The trophies is going to be custom made. The rings is going to be beautiful. We are working on some apparel companies and stuff. We got them in mind, and let them put some other stuff, put some other goodies in for you. We working on it. We really working on it, and it's gonna happen. We are planning on to be successful at it, and if it's a setback, it doesn't stop us. You can say, "Oh, it didn't do this. Oh, you see, they didn't." No, I don't care what you say. We still gonna come out with what's the next? The award show? Title Town Awards. We gonna come out with that, because this is what we sat down and we thought about it.
Title Town Awards is gonna be bananas, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be something that we can really look at the kids.
That's it. We
focus on the kids' accomplishments.
So. It's stuff coming up. It's like we're not telling nobody. Like I put it out online that we starting an organization for New York. Anybody that has a program who runs a program in the state of New York, the city, the counties, and upstate, they can join this organization and lend their voice in how we can make youth sports in New York State and city and county better. How we can raise money, bring in sponsors, put New York on the map, not just for basketball, for all sports. We got fields, we got courts with lights and painted up and everything with the name on it. We got all that. We just got to highlight it. We just got to highlight it. And the New York for New York organization is for anyone in any sports that has a sports organization. They can join it. We're putting it together. We're going to have meetings, annual meetings, and we're going to talk about how we're going to make youth sports in New York better. How we're going to make organizations better, things like that. So this is for the New York for New York. We're going to put out some more literature on it, on when we're going to come together with the meetings and things like that. And, everybody has a voice. Any questions, how do we do it? How do we get grant money? This is how we do it. How do we get sponsors, Milton? This is how we do it. How we get the business community involved in youth sports? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. I'm not here. I'm not here for a popularity contest. That's not what I do this for. I'm not here. I don't care. It is what it is. With me, it is what it is. I'm with everybody. Dang man, you should do it. I'm always encouraging people to do certain things, man. Yeah, that'd be great, man. How can I help to make it? Can I do something to help you along or whatever? But like that. But I don't subscribe to those people that feels that they're ordained to do certain things in youth sports. Like it's about what I'm doing, and have those secret meetings and those secret rooms and try to put down what somebody doing positive. That's a negative thing. You can use your energy in a positive way and figure out how you can be on board and what you can do that could be yours. That, hey, yo, man, you take care of that. That's you. You take care of that. I think that's your strong suit. Find what you can do, because nobody can do all of it. Nobody can do all of it. It's too much. It's too much moving parts. I can't do all of it. Ralph can't do all of it. Too many moving parts. Let's be honest. I don't like to talk about certain things, and I see the character assassination. I see the player hating. Some just player hating. Some people, some folks out there is on some player hating stuff. I see it, and I'm looking at you like, why are you doing that? That don't make sense.
That's the world of youth sports, man.
It shouldn't be. I mean, I shouldn't be accused.
It shouldn't be at all.
I shouldn't be accused of taking. I'm on everybody's side. I'm not taking nobody's side, but I know when I see someone maliciously going after a person because I have to say something about that. I'd be defending them if they was on the other side of that. Come on, what is that going to bring? That's going to bring nothing. Nobody getting any financial stuff out of this to be, messing up people's brand. I see people's brand is very important. Your brand is very important.
they know by going after people on social media will make, people go, ha ha, put the LOL.
Yeah.
Some people live off of that.
Yeah, come on.
So they need that to get by in their day, man.
Yeah, and then you're sitting like, oh, they complaining. Like, no, we got a lot of...
My accomplishments when I can go home and see my kids and my wife, man.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
The thing is this, at the end of the day, Ralph, you like what you're doing?
I love what I'm doing.
All right, then. So I like what I'm doing. Do I like to be in this mic? No, I don't. I have to be.
Right.
I have to be. If I'm not on this mic, I don't have anybody that's gonna put this show on the back and be here every week to do it. I wish I did have somebody. A lot of people came to this show. They didn't stick around. They gone. They couldn't get what they wanted. It was all about, we running a team here. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. We have a goal. If you didn't want that, so hey, you left. I never threw nobody out of here. They left. They left. They left. So it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I try to be a businessman, and I am professional. I'm a businessman, and I am professional, and I try to make my word to be what it is. And that's all I ask to be. That's all I ask to be treated. Treat me the way I treat you. That's what I ask. That's it. And at the end of the day, that's what that's what we do here. So it's this week. It is what it is. But moving on. It seems to be a case in Georgia that these coaches, I think, stepped over a little bit. I'm not going to judge them because I just glanced through the story. It's some basketball coaches got a kid killed because the way the training process went. And the question is, and the phone lines are open for this question, 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. Call us up now. When is too much when it comes to training? Because you have to worry about the heat, because you're out in the weather, the weather's warm, and you have to worry about the heat. You have to worry about the concussions. Like last week when we was in Syracuse, I had a slogan, a thing I said, when a kid is on the ground, everybody should stop and recognize and be still. Teams should be on a knee. Anybody that's playing should be on the knee. The kids on the sideline and the kids in the field. Show respect. And when the kid gets up, we all give it up. We all give it up. We clap as loud as we can.
Everybody in the stands is clapping.
We clap as loud. When you give up, when the kid get up, we give it up. I don't care if we got parents in the stand. That could be your kid. So that worked up there. That worked. I said it and it worked. I said when the kid get up, we give it up. And we clap and yell and whatever and give that kid our love. That we understand the seriousness of the game and how physical it is. So when you training, getting these kids prepared, you have to have that same love. That this is somebody's kid. At the end of the day, this is somebody's kid, and we can't make Rome in one day. We cannot make Rome in one day, Coach. We can show the kid certain things to get better, and the kid must apply himself. Period. I always suggest kids to pick up a daily workout. If you're an athlete, you should pick up a daily workout. That you should work out an hour to 2 hours a day just doing calisthenics. Maybe an hour a day doing calisthenics. You should work out. So you prone your body when you are in practice. You prone your body to a rigorous workout, and coaches must understand, and also trainers must understand. You're not building Rome today. This kid has to develop, and he has to love what he's doing, so he can bring the effort to what he's doing and have the passion to do it. You can't make that. The kid got to bring that. No coach can coach effort. No coach can coach effort. No trainer can train effort. It's not going to work. Effort has to be what the kid brings. And you have to understand the limitations. There's limitations because you're not here to make it uncomfortable for the kid. They had a thing on the line that the kid was doing a tackling drill, and the kid ran into him. That's the wrong way to do the drill. You're not teaching anything. Football ain't for kids to run into each other. It's for kids to tackle, to engage into a contact in a way that you bring them to the ground. It's a technique to tackle, and that's something that's got to be practiced. Now, a kid hits a kid. It's a big hit. He hits a kid, and he does it the right way. He don't get hurt, and the kid that he hit doesn't get hurt if he does it the right way, because it's pads protecting the spots he has to hit. That helmet protects our head. That helmet should never be used to launch at a kid in any kind of body, any kind of thing. The helmet is not a weapon to launch at. To put your shoulder down and launch that into somebody's head or face or neck or whatever. Be hit with your shoulder pads. That's what it's for. So, that's another subject, and I didn't want to go deep into it, but it's training. That these coaches miss their duties to coach or their duties to train is to evaluate the limits that the person you are training or coaching can do. Evaluate the limits. It teaches us that the CCD teaches us heat exhaustion and concussions. That's in every sport. You have to watch it, evaluate. When you working out a kid, they have to be there. You have to see the dehydration on a workout.
I think with that too, what people have to understand with that, parents play a role in that too. Because if your kids have practice, you're not going to start giving them water a half an hour before practice starts.
Yeah, but Ralph, the coach is the professional. The parent is not the professional.
But the coaches don't know if the kids are drinking water throughout the day. The parents have to prepare the kids for practice.
Ralph, at the end of the day, the coach is control on the field. He has to see it.
No, you're right. But how does the coach know if the kids don't water? The coach is giving water while you're out there. The dehydration already started.
Yeah,
because they didn't drink water all day.
But they teaches us the signs of it. You look at it. If you're looking at the kid and he's lethargic and he's dry, oh, you need some water, man. Go get some water.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At that point, the kid's already dehydrated.
Yeah. But
there's nothing you can do with that hour and a half, 2 hour practice.
I remember I was coaching a kid and we doing some kind of drill. And the other coach was telling me to don't let them stop. Keep going. I'm looking at this kid, right? I'm looking at this kid, and he's legit. You could tell the lazy kid. You can tell if he's lazy. But this kid, you can tell he was dazed. And I stopped, and he was dry. I stopped. It was like, yo, coach, tell him to keep going. I say, hold on a minute. Hold on. Everybody keep going. You see all these people keep going. One person stop. There's no need to get a big deal out of it. Let me evaluate and see what's going on. Now he was dehydrated. You go get some water. And take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and come back. Because you're trying to reach a goal, you have to evaluate it. See, the deal is this: what they do in the pros and what they do in high school and college or whatever. That's one thing. youth sports is different. It's kids, and they're not at their potential development yet. They're not at their potential development. So you're not going to, like I said, you're not going to create Rome that today. You're not going to create that stud in one or two practices. No. You may not create that stud in a year. You with him. Because it's you have to allow him to develop. We have to allow him to develop. There's a lot of things that I got this kid, and I got to make sure this kid a certain way because I'm coaching him right now. And I only got him for this year. I got him for 2 years, and I got to get his potential out so I can look good. That's most to be what that's about. And what happens is this kid, no one looked at the kid, and the kid fell. I mean, the kid unconsciously, and he went into some type of situation, and he died. And now these coaches are being held responsible for it. Criminal negligence, you know. It was another charge that they was charged with, you know, and it's just crazy. So, you know.
Like that, you gotta look at it. Like if this falls down on a coach like that, coaches, a lot of these coaches have like 10 coaches out there anyway.
Yeah.
Like, so while you got coaches handling drills or doing whatever you practice, what are the other coaches doing? Just standing there?
Mm-hmm. If he's standing, he's watching. He should be watching. Even if you
should have a role. Somebody should be responsible for making sure these kids are drinking.
Everybody got whistles. So everybody got whistles. Everybody can interrupt you. Hold on.
Everybody got whistles, or they yell the word whistle when they want the kids to stop.
I have done it. I have done it when I coach. I have done it. I've seen tackling drills was crazy. I'm like, I blow the whistle. Wait a minute, hold on. Something's going on. I don't care what you is. You the head coach, hold the hell on. Because you may not have something. Them lawsuits will put people's names on it. I got something to lose. Hold on. This is, you know, this is being done wrong. And, you know, so it's like, oh, you're going to continue to do it? Is it too crazy? I go walk away and sit down. Where was Coach Uncle Milk on all of this? He got in his car and he sat down and allowed it to happen. So, you know, we're going to get out of here, man. We're going to come back to the break and get out of here. And we're going to talk a little bit about the certain advantage that we're working on for the state. And we're going to get out of here. You know, we're going to go to a commercial right now. We'll be back on the other end. NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. And we'll be right back. We're back. NYC Youth Sports and things. And yeah, I wanted to just want to run down this before we get off the air. It was a short night. We'll see you at the Empire State Games Friday. Ralph said the times and everything, you know, the games, and we're gonna be out there having fun. The next thing is the state games is coming up, and we got an opportunity, and we're working on the first rounds of it, and we're looking for people who have fields. So if you have a field if you can get a field and you can get the permits and the right stuff, hit Ralph Draper up, hit me up, and we're gonna talk to you about something that's coming on as a partnership on hosting some first round games. We're gonna have some first round games. We're still working on a date, but we want to get some fields locked up for the first round games. Also, we are planning on to have advanced ticket sales. We are planning on to have a state apparels. We are planning on to have live stream. We are working on that right now. We are planning on to have all of these things, raffle off some things, and we're going to be doing some sharing of those revenues with the teams that comes in. The teams that we invite and you accept the invite, is like I said, it's going to be a package give to you, and in that package is going to be how it benefits you as an organization coming in. How it's going to benefit you as an organization coming in. So, it's going to be something. It's going to be something financial in it for you, the president of the organization, to have for the organization. But we all going to work together on promoting this. We all going to work together on promoting this. And we're working on it. We're working on it, and we're going to be, just like I said, we're planning to be successful. We're planning to be successful, but we're prepared to have setbacks. And with the work with others, when we work with other people that have the same drive and the same goal as us, it will work out. It will be successful. So we want to do something different for the state. We want to do something different for tournaments that was held in the past. We wanted to invite and open up the books for people who comes in. I think that's needed. That's a product that's needed, and if it works out, it works out for everybody. It works out for everybody. So you can say, yeah, when you get the package, you're gonna see what's in it. It's a yes or no. That's it. It's not that serious. It's yes, Uncle Milt, we be at the state games. What do you say? We be at the state. I see you at the state games. Or no, I ain't gonna be there. Or if you don't say nothing, we gonna move past you anyway. And we gonna move past you anyway. But don't say we didn't invite you. So that's what we working on. That's what we're working on. We're working right now on it. We will have more about it in the end of this month. Every month we're going to give you updates on what we got and what we're doing. And that's it. See you at the state games. That's how it is. I'm going to see you at the state games. I'm going to ask you, are you coming to the state games? Who you bringing to the state games? That's it. That's the thing. That's the thing. So we are preparing, to do that, and we will be successful. But if we're not, that doesn't stop us. We're gonna do other things, So that's how it is. So let's get out of here, man. This weekend, the sports desk be out Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and we have the sports desk. We added on some pieces. We're planning on bringing out the video part of it in the fall season. We plan on doing the video part of it in the fall season, and see how that goes, man. We still got to do what we got to do. All right, y'all. Thanks, man. Thanks, Ralph. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, you guys out there. We see you for Friday night. It starts at 4:30. 4:30 in Hicksville. We'll be out there and just come out and have fun, man. Come out and have fun. We're going to be out there having fun with the kids and the people who did come out, and it is what it is. So, Saturday, the Saturday, it was 9 o'clock the first game?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock the first game, and Sunday at in Uniondale at Mitchell Field Complex.
Yeah.
That's the complex at Mitchell Field Complex. We like the place. It's nice, But we know we got to put some butts in the seat at Mitchell Field. Those who want to see a good youth football event, come out Sunday to Mitchell Field. Come out to Hicksville. What's the name of the field again in Hicksville?
Mitchell Field Sports Complex.
Mitchell Field?
Mitchell Field.
Yeah, Mitch.
The address is 1 Charles Lindbergh Boulevard in Uniondale.
Oh, I'm talking about Hicksville.
Oh, Hicksville is Caniac Park.
Caniac Park in Hicksville.
Caniac
Park in Hicksville. All right, so thanks for showing up, man. We have to have a quick show tonight. We got a guest coming in next week. It's I can't say old. It's a legendary football organization. They play in the Brownsville area. More better. I talked to the head guy there. Oh gosh, let me turn some pages to find out what the nigga Malcolm Milt is not good with names. I gotta get names down. Legree, Coach Chris Legree Sr. and the lovely president Cheryl Wade, the president. I talked to them, and we're gonna have them on the show. Probably next week in the studio, and talk about the more better Jaguars out of Brownsville. They play out of the what is that league? It's a very iconic Pop Warner. Play out of Pop Warner. Most of their games is in Jersey. So we want to highlight them because they are a New York football organization, and they got kids aged from 7 to 12U this year. So they are, and they're from Brooklyn. So they'll be in the studio to talk about the history and the future of what they're doing next week, and we will be on from there. So the season is coming up. In the beginning of September, we're gonna have maybe the hopefully we'll get Big Apple schedule. We get those schedules in so we could talk about some games. Hopefully, we don't know. It might be week by week with these guys. I'm not gonna get into chasing. I know they have problems with people with numbers and stuff, but I'm not going through it this year about calling people about games. We want it. If you want us to have it, you give it to us. If you don't, it's no big thing. It's no big thing.
We don't get sport that's out there.
I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that, man. I'm trying to promote, things with people. I'm trying to, I feel I'm trying to help you too. We helping each other, so it's what it is. All right, yo, good night. See you tomorrow. See you Friday at Caniac Field in Hicksville, and then at Mitchell Field in Uniondale on Sunday. We'll be back on the air Wednesday. We'll be back on the air Wednesday at 9:00, and hopefully that we can get some highlights and stuff in. Joe's coming out. Joe, you coming out what, Friday or Saturday, or you haven't made a decision yet?
Friday.
Joe be out Friday, and we try to get some film footage on it, and things like that. Remember, it's all about the kids and it's all about the game at NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. Ralph Draper Championship Podcast, and that's where it's all Studio A and Capital Crazy Capital Media. We here, we see you next week. All right, bye-bye.